Hello, and welcome to NHSN. I'm David Gatesgoer.
And I'm Sarah McFadden. The school year's begun, and everybody is now getting back in the swing of things. But this doesn't mean that Needham High is without its fair share of excitement. In a week from now, on September 30th, after school will be the annual Oracle, a school activities fair so that all freshmen can get a taste of what Needham High has to offer.
And on Tuesday, September 28th, the freshmen running for office will give speeches before their class. Voting will take place the following day, September 29th, during lunch. It's important that all freshmen take initiative and vote, as those you elect will represent your class and your interests for the school year. Today, we'd like to congratulate senior Catherine Cote on her recent achievement. As an AP Art student, she created an incredible portfolio featuring psychedelic nature motifs, which has been selected to be a part of the AP Studio Art exhibit, a traveling exhibit featuring some of the best work done in the nation's AP Art classes. This is a national honor from the College Board, and the entire department is ecstatic that she received this honor.
As I'm sure you've noticed, Needham High School has hosted Chinese exchange students for the month of September. We'd like to give them a little shout out. Take a look.
My name is Chen Da.
Hi, I'm Jason. I'm a junior and I'm hosting the exchange student ACE from Shanghai.
Hi, my name is Ace.
Hi, my name is Jane. I'm from Shanghai number 2 high school, and I am junior.
I'm senior.
I'm teaching students English.
We do a lot of different things. Me and my family, we try to help him experience what we think of as very American things. We take him out to eat, like cheeseburgers.
My favorite thing in America is the food.
I learn all the many different cultural barriers between life in China and life in America. And there's a lot of differences, but I also see at the same time, despite all these differences, there's a lot of similarities about people that are still true. And it's a very interesting experience. Very glad I did it.
If you're interested in government and debate, you may find yourself interested in Model Congress. Their first meeting takes place today, right after school in room 406. If you have questions or need any more information, contact Mr. Ames. Additionally, we wish the speech and debate team the best of luck as they head off to the National Yale Invitational Speech and Debate Tournament. Represent us well.
Now let's see how Needham sports are doing.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to Sports. I'm George Shamoon. Needham teams have had a great start to the season so far. Last week, the boys' soccer team beat Framingham 1-0, and the girls' field hockey team played against Brookline, winning 2-1. The football team played Newton North Sunday. It was an incredible game going into triple overtime with the Rocket Boys fighting hard to the finish. They were able to come away with the win, ending with a score of 42-36. Let's take a look at the highlights.
All right, here we are at the Needham-Newton North football game. With Needham down 6-0, Brennan runs to his right, gets past the Newton North defenders, and is in for the touchdown to give Needham the 6-6 tie. And then he make the extra point to make it 7-6. Later, in the second quarter, Vespa runs in for the score to make the score 13-6. After Newton North scores a couple times, Brennan steps back in the pocket, launches a deep pass about 40 yards to Tridoli to tie the game at 20-20. Later in the game, Tridoli again, this time not for a touchdown, but just an amazing one-handed catch to bring the ball in. And later in the game, Brennan runs to his left, and he's in for the touchdown in the third overtime.
The football team's first home game is this Friday at 7. The girls' swim team starts their season this week with 2 meets against Weymouth and Dedham. Their captains, Alyssa Bezra, Catherine Timmerman, and Becca Lassman, think the team is strong and will have a great season. Also, starting their seasons are the golf team, who will play Wellesley, Framingham, and Natick, as well as the cross-country team, who will have a meet against Framingham. That's all for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, George. If you want to see your story broadcast on the news, or if you have something important to share with the Needham High community, send us an email at needhamnews@yahoo.com. All story requests and suggestions must be emailed by the Saturday before the broadcast, and we'll do our best to make sure your story gets in.
Also, if you think the opening tune to our news is outdated, we'd love to have creative contributions of all you talented and aspiring songwriters, performers, or producers. Please ensure that your work is not copywritten. Send us a sample at needhamnews@yahoo.com.
Attention all veteran Hilltopper members and anyone interested in joining. There is a meeting after school today in Mr. Flaggert's room, 726. It is encouraged that all interested attend. Now let's see how Noah Mazer and his special interest team are doing.
What is up, students and actual ladies and gentlemen? We here are special interest, and what we do is we investigate different things, mysteries about the school. And this week's mystery, why do the freshmen spontaneously have to stand up somewhere like in the cafeteria all together and try to leave before the bell rings? Well, let's check it out.
I think it's like a phantom bell. Like they hear it in their head, but it doesn't actually happen in real life.
I think there's some sort of pack animal, and so once the leader stands up, they all follow and try to leave.
Maybe they don't want to be late, so they think they're going to go early?
I don't know. I mean, I grew out of it, so pretty quickly. So maybe some of the lucky ones will learn fast.
Do you think it's caused by some sort of disease that freshmen seem to get when they're exposed to the high school?
Maybe not a disease. Maybe it's more like gorillas and how there's like an alpha male. I think it's something more like that.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with disease.
Maybe they can't tell time, so they just all stand up because they think it's cool. And
when I was a freshman, I couldn't tell time. I couldn't even read.
I still can't tell time.
Sometimes I think they rehearse it or something, like they have their little inside clique or some kind of.
So you think they're all in it together?
Yeah.
That they're not just relying on each other. They're like little ants.
I've seen groups of them going to the woods together, like they're
planning it. What would be your method to destroy this gorilla disease?
I think we should put chains on all the benches and that they lock around the freshmen until lunch is over.
But I saw something with a mask in one of their backpacks and some kind of weird text.
Yeah.
Necronomicon or something like that.
Well, I think when we investigate our kidnappings next week, they'll be the first people we ask.
Oh, no, I stood up as a freshman.
When did you figure it out that you weren't supposed to?
Second day.
Second day. So maybe there is hope.
Great job, Noah. Well, that's all the time we have for this week.
Remember, it's your school and your news.
Thanks for watching, and
see you next week.
Focus. Take your Jen.
This time.
Start like breaking. Just like that.